Hello, I'm Jo Linsdell, and I am the founder and organiser of Promo Day. Now, Promo Day is an annual online event that I organise. It happens at www.promoday.info. This year's event is going to be happening on Saturday, 31st of May. Okay, it's completely free and open to everybody. So hop on over, again, that's promoday.info. Just click on the Register Now button in the navigation bar that you'll find at the top of the screen. Now, today I am joined by Brandy Potter, who is actually going to be one of the presenters at this year's event. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Jo. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
I love these little interviews that sort of get to know the presenters that are going to be taking part in this year's event, because we have an absolutely fantastic lineup this year.
We do.
Now, before we jump into that whole promo day stuff, why don't you give us a little bit of background about yourself and the sort of things that you're up to?
I'm the author of Venomous Lives, and we also have a book review magazine. It's actually a video online magazine called Written By. We are actually relaunching very close to Promo Day, kind of using the publicity of that a little bit, but you know, we have to do those things. And
that's fantastic. That's one of the things that Promo Day is there for as well.
Yep,
you know,
yep.
for this project. And I have to say, I'm really looking forward to the relaunch, because I was actually interviewed by Brandy for it when she started up before and things, and it's a really, really great idea. I love this whole thing about incorporating the whole video aspect in it.
It is, and you know, YouTube is something that we as authors tend to overlook because everything we do is written word, but it certainly gives people a better insight into who you are, and that's what's going to sell your book initially, is if people like you know. So
I totally agree, totally agree. I think a lot more authors need to sort of embrace the fact of, you know, getting into the whole visual aspect and things as well. Because one of the great things about the internet is the fact that it makes it possible for us to have that connection with our readers worldwide. You know, before authors always used to have to go, you know, store to store to do book signings and things, to actually be able to get in front and have that interaction with their readers. Whereas now, with the whole social media and internet and everything, it's now completely free for you to do. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. All you need is a connection to the internet, and you can do that. But it means that, especially with the video aspect, you know, that's the next best thing to being face-to-face in person with someone, you know, because you've got them in front of you, you can see them, you can hear them. And I think it's really, really important that authors do get more involved in that and sort of experiment with the sort of things they can do.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, once we're talking about it, your actual presentation at Promo Day is going to be exactly about this, isn't it?
It is. And it's not necessarily going to go over how to make a video. There's enough of that online. But it is going to give people the knowledge as to why it's important and some ideas of things that they could do with it. But it's not going to be step-by-step, turn on your camera, this is how you green screen. But it definitely gives them an idea. And of course, I'm always available to anybody for questions if they have technical questions, but I think that there's enough YouTube and Googling out there for them to be able to pull up better directions than I can give them. So.
Oh, that's definitely true. I mean, to be honest, all you really need nowadays is a webcam, which most computers, I mean, portable laptop computers, they tend to all have them built in anyway. So, you know, that's basically the only equipment you need to be able to do this. And obviously, as well, there's the Google Plus Hangouts like we're doing now. I mean, that's still video. We are actually live streaming to the YouTube channel right now. So, you know, it's just another example of something you do. I'm really looking forward to your presentation, actually. You know, because I love feeding off the ideas and, you know, seeing what other authors are doing and stuff. So I think it's going to be a lot of food for thought for the audience as well.
Yeah, I think so, too.
That's brilliant. So, okay, you said Written By is actually going to be relaunching.
Yes.
Is that happening this month as well then?
Yes. We actually have a review for Virginia Jennings that's going to be there. Karai Medill was supposed to get us some material. I don't know if she's going to get it in time. We're doing a review for the box. And
Yay!
Cheyenne is
That's
very
highlighted.
excited to do that. Cheyenne is very excited to do that. And part of the relaunch is that we came up with a scope in the beginning, and it was just way too large. And unfortunately, not a lot of authors understand the importance of doing interviews and guest blogs and these kind of things via video. So we weren't getting a lot of people. And so what we decided was just to take it to a book review type format and do the book reviews in video. And then if somebody wanted to do an interview, we'll include some of that. I think we're probably going to put your initial interview in the first episode because it was one of our favorites.
Brilliant, thank you.
So, yeah, there's going to be a lot. The problem is, unfortunately, Lizzie's out of remission, so trying to get her to be able to sit down and review stuff. So right now it's just me and Cheyenne, and it's just getting really hard to do it all by myself. But
yeah, the time factor does play a role, but I think that's going to be really, really interesting, and it's actually another really good example of some of the things that you can do with video, because I think that is one of the big things is that people don't sort of know what kind of content that they can actually put out with video. You know, they kind of get blocked at the whole, okay, I can do a video book trailer, I know I've heard about them or whatever, but then when it comes to going that step further and actually being able to put out you know, constant content, or at least on a slightly more frequent basis, you know, enough to actually have a readership, they sort of get stumped about, you know, what do I do then? What kind of stuff do I need to put out there? So I'm sure everyone's going to pick up some really good ideas in your presentation at Promo Day. Now, actually, talking about Promo Day, that's why we're here today. What are you actually looking forward to most about this year's event?
You know, to be honest with you, Joe, this is the first time that I've ever really known when it was to be able to go. So I'm actually just really excited to get all the different information. I think your presentation on Twitter is going to be great. I think the gentleman's doing from Authorgraph, am I saying this right? Authorgraph?
Authorgraph, yeah.
Yeah, his is going to be very interesting. And I just saw one scrolling through when we were coming into the event in your comments for Google Plus, which I think is going to be great. So it's getting all the different information for me, and that's just going to be wonderful to me.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I love about Promo Day is the fact that it brings together so many different elements. You know, we've got such a great lineup this year. There are going to be such a variety of topics being covered in the presentations. There's actually going to be 16 different presentations at this year's event, so that's quite a lot. And there's a bit of everything from, you know, querying agents and, you know, writing query letters and stuff to editing, because obviously editing is also, that's, you know, one of your best marketing things that you can actually do is, you know, put out a good product in the first place. Yes. So looking forward to that as well. And then obviously there's all the whole social media aspects as well. So we've got Google Plus. You're doing the whole video aspect. I'm doing Twitter. All sorts of things going on there as well. Then we have people like Evan is going to be doing this amazing one about readership, how to build your readership, and things like that. So that's going to be really interesting as well. There's all sorts of other things going on. It's going to be great. There's going to be live pitch sessions as well with a couple of publishers directly at the event as well. So for everyone who has a manuscript already ready, then you will actually have the chance to sort of hook up directly during the event as well. So, you know, you have skip all that waiting for weeks, maybe even months, you know, to get an answer back. You know, you can just whack it out there and get an immediate reply. So that's going to be good as well. And then, of course, there's all the promotional and networking aspects that are going to be going on. Because yes. Promo Day is actually, when I first created it, it was all based around the idea of making it easy for authors to promote and things as well. Because a lot of the time, you know, they get caught up in this whole buy my book stuff, but they don't really know how to use it and stuff, and that irritates people. Well, promo day, you're allowed to do blatant promo. You know, you can say buy my book and no one's going to hold it against you. We're fine by that. That's one of the reasons why everyone's there. We want to see what everyone else is doing, want to see what kind of competition is out there as well.
Yeah.
You know, so you're free to share all your social media links, your website links, tell us about your books and stuff. You know, it's all there. There's going to be lots of social media events during the day as well, connected with Promo Day. There's going to be doing Hangouts, where there's going to be one-on-one interviews. There's going to be panel discussions as well. I'd love to see you hook up on some of those. I'm sure you've got lots of interesting things to say. Oh, no, it's going to be great. We could even have a panel discussion all about using video.
I think that would be, I will be there as much as I can be there. Next time.
There's going to be lots of that going on. There's going to be live Twitter interviews as well. There's going to be Facebook wall chats. You know, we're going to even incorporate the whole Pinterest thing. There's going to be a bit of everything. So it's basically, the idea is what you learn in the presentations, which again are completely free. You can then take those strategies and tips and information and put them straight away into action. Because this is another thing I see happening a lot of the time, is the fact that, you know, people go and they read the articles and maybe take part in a webinar, and they might even take notes about sort of things that they could be doing to advance their career, but then they stay in the notebook and they don't actually put them into practice. So that's another one of the things that we hope Promo Day is going to help do, is actually, you know, give them the material there, but also actually get them using it as well. So do you have anything else you would like to add before we wrap up?
No, I think that's just about it. I'm really excited. I thank you so much for the honor. I mean, you and Virginia have taught me so much, and just for you to have enough faith in me to put me in as a presenter, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome, and I'm sure you're going to do a brilliant job. I have all the faith in you. I would put you out there if I didn't. So everyone, make sure you sign up now. The website again is www.promoday.info. You can actually see it on the lower third there on the screen right now. Again, you go to the Register Now button that you'll find in the navigation bar at the top of your screen, and you just click there. It's very, very quick. It'll literally take you 2 seconds to sign up. Completely free, and everybody is welcome. There's going to be a whole big mix of publishers, authors, editors, illustrators, virtual assistants, cover designers, pretty much anyone who has anything to do with the writing industry. They're all going to be there. And it's going to be loads and loads of fun. So looking forward to seeing you there on Saturday, 31st of May.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.